F5, it's offer review, and we've got the time heist, and you can spend up to $335 on the time heist, because if you toggle right here, you will see that there are various levels. Now, I think this is a good value for people that are below level 80 and so on, and you can get a huge jump up in your progress. But I did some polling here on Twitch, and we're going to just mostly talk about people that are above level 80. What do you actually get? It's kind of interesting right here. So the main thing to notice is that you're going to get right here when you click the more. So for $100, you click more. And generally speaking, $100, this top row is worth $100. It just is. You know, 20 million gold, corresponding training materials, 125 gold promotion credits, and T4s. It's $100 though, so it's a lot of money. And if you cycle through all 5 of the offers, you could click the more button and make an assessment whether it's worth it. Generally, it's worth the gold and the training materials if I do my boomer valuation. Now, what else do you get? Well, if you really want to just simplify it, the easiest is just scroll left and right here on each one of the offers. And if you scroll right here, you see that I've got a chevron right here, this green thing. It means that my pyro will get upgraded. So I went and looked at my pyro. My pyro is level 77. He's gear tier 13, and he is green ISO level 4. So that means that this will boost my collection power by 15,000. And I actually it'd save me about an extra 1.2 million gold, plus the training materials, plus the gear, and then some green ISO. So if I were to make an assessment, if you're thinking about buying this for $100, is this right here alone worth $100? I think a lot of people will buy it just for this. I'm not going to buy it because I don't really need the gold right now, but I think a lot of people will. And then also these characters right here, which have value if you have Phoenix unlocked, if you have Jubilee unlocked, if you have Ebony Ma unlocked, if you have Magneto unlocked. Now, it's also worth noting that this will give you enough stuff to unlock Magneto. But the real value is going to be in this section over here, Infinity Watch and Cosmic Supremacy. These characters see a lot of play. The only other 2 characters that actually see a lot of play, at least when I am Wars and Crucible and that I do, is going to be right here, Sabretooth and Wolverine. And the other ones do see play, but largely these other teams are on the decline, and they're kind of on their way. But right now, Infinity Watch is very impactful in Cosmic Supremacy. So if you see little chevrons on there, then you can go and look at those individual characters, and they will be brought up to this level. Now, you don't get anything else. You don't get anything credited back. You don't get any like bonus, like elite credits or anything like that. Like one of the questions have been coming out. It says 3 red stars. Well, I already have all these characters above 3 red stars. Do I get elites back? No, you don't. They're just brought to this level, if they have the chevron, and you get the stuff right here. So not super straightforward, but you could also go through and, look at this one right here. This one's level 65. This is a $100 offer here. And if I look at it, this is my Pimtech will get some sort of upgrade. I don't know if it's worth it, but I'm guessing it's the ISO. It doesn't look significant. But anyways, not quite the same as the Hyperdrive bundle in Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. I think I'd be more excited about this offer if it had dark promotion credits. Like it had like 1,000 dark promotion credits or something like that, then I'd be pretty excited about it. But overall, I think that if you're a purchaser of gold and these items here on the top row, it's reasonable value for sure. All right, let's move on. What else are we going to talk about? Your commander level will remain the same, and you will not be granted additional level up rewards. And I do think it is a pretty significant deal for people that are not level 80. You actually get bumped up. It's pretty impactful. Also, there's some weird music in it. I don't know. This is just a side note. Like when you click on it, normally this is the background sound when you click on it. And I Googled music sounds that encourage spending, and I found an article on the psychology encourage buying, ambient or instrumental. One Spanish researcher tried replacing music with computer-generated background abstract sounds, which were not musical. The result was an increase in the number of people in the store, leading to an increase in money spent there because the shoppers were intrigued by the new and unique sonic experience. That can't be real. That can't be real. All right. Had to do it for a second time before posting, but it seems I found a reliable one-shot for Room 5 without using Weaver. And so that is right there. Looks like you're breaking up Masters of Evil, which a lot of people are using Masters of Evil in Room 6 under Mamu and then Apocalypse, but they did it twice. Also, this team right here is problematic. And Nah sent me a screenshot of this. He did it twice. Once where he won the coin flip, one where he did not win the coin flip. So mirror match does work. It looks like there was a punch up there. And also, I just want to put it out here. The community is really not thrilled about what's going on with Cosmic Crucible. And I know we talked about this yesterday and I think the day before and the day before. So this is 4 days in a row where most of the posts on Reddit are about this. And I hope that somebody at Scopely acknowledges the volume and the amount of upvotes on posts over the last several days that all say similar things. A lot of people feel betrayed. A lot of people also feel that their favorite game mode now has just turned into a paywall and no longer requires skill. You pretty much have to use cookie cutter teams and then comment in it. You know, like I said a couple times, it's like they created a Heroes for Hire and something really hard to beat by changing the room bonuses on Room 5. So you have to buy the team that can beat Heroes for Hire. I think this is an accurate post. It's much different than Heroes for Hire. War type teams that are good for a month. Yeah, it's a temporary boost. These room bonuses are going to disappear. I mean, they're scheduled in 44 days. They can, of course, change that. 30 million TCP, spend money in the game, a hobby of mine, way to have fun and relax. I'm excited about Cosmic Crucible and turned into one of my favorite game modes. I focus on the game mode as well. And most of the recent changes to Cosmic Crucible are frustrating and lazy, but Eternals and Take Away, they have nothing to do with each other. It's bad enough that you tried to nerf Darkhold and Cosmic Crucible and get more buffs to Wakanda in Room 6. They basically want you to use Masters of Evil in Room 6 and not use Darkhold is what they try to do because players found a way to beat it and not play your game. Now you make a Room 5 a living hell just to make more money by forcing new warriors to the customer. I'm done with Room 5, not going to even attempt it anymore. I see Eternals Tangle Web there. There are ways of beating it. It's just challenging for sure. Cosmic Crucible trades are trash, right? And this is an interesting one. Cosmic Crucible really sucks now. What do they do? Really hate their player base. I don't know why. And I think this is the real point here is why would Scopely think players will buy a new team after they just showed us what happens to new teams before they're even fully released? Basically, what they're making reference to is like, what was the point on Masters of Evil if it was supposed to be like kind of like a web warrior counter? And then they tricked us. They did a switcheroonie, right? I would Scopely think players will buy a new team after they just showed us what happens to new teams before they even fully release. Players want teams with multiple uses and other game modes, and now Scopely are doubling down, limiting them with the same design game mode even further. And it is a temporary room bonus. I support this with purchases. How are consumers feel confident in their investments? Well, the word investment should never be used with any kind of context with Marvel Strike Force. And because it's not an investment. In fact, a lot of people equate Marvel Strike Force to gambling, and I think that is wrong also because I live in Las Vegas, and if you walk into a casino with $100, there's a good chance you're not going to leave with anything, right? But there also is a chance that you could walk out with $100. That is not true ever in Marvel Strike Force. To equate Marvel Strike Force to gambling in casinos is an insult to casinos. Because in an actual casino, you could walk out with more money than you spent. The way to view Marvel Strike Force is not as an investment or as gambling, but as a source of entertainment and as a hobby. And I try to equate Marvel Strike Force to like going to the movie. You know, if I go to a movie, how much value do I get going to the movie? How much do I have to spend on popcorn and movie tickets and so on? And then that's gone after 2 hours. Well, that's how you have to view Marvel Strike Force. It's a source of entertainment, but after the money is spent, it's gone. It's nothing like an investment. It's nothing like a casino, actually. Also, currently there are 3 permanent characters available in Cosmic Crucible Store, Gambit, Hulkbuster, Animator. It's time to update this, include more. They don't do that. And I thought this post right here was on point right here. That's not the solution. Scopely has a 5-point plan for this sort of issue. Wait until everyone has all available characters at 7-star and a massive amount of spare currency. Realize you messed up. Add other characters most people have maxed. Wonder why no one is buying them. Wait a few months for the penny to drop. Realize the currency is worthless. Create a new currency and add new characters. Realize there's no way to earn currency. Release new events that take a ridiculous amount of time to prepare. They basically, this is what happens over and over again, is that these 3 characters, now what? I don't think they're going to update it. They're going to update it. They should do it now. Otherwise, it's too late. And then lastly, there is a delay on Union Jack. I'm not sure if the blog post was just wrong or if there was actually something wrong with Union Jack. But originally, the blog post said that it was going to be out today. He did not come out today. In fact, we just got an in-game notification that he's on way soon. And then the post was updated a couple hours ago to say March 24th, so 2 days from now. All right, let me know what you think in the comment section. Are you going to be buying the, what is it called, Hyperdrive Bundle Time Heist? I'm not going to buy it. Maybe later. The other thing, too, I don't know how long it's going to last. Like, I suspect it's going to be there. Like, it's not going to go away. But I don't know that for sure. Because, you know, there's no, like, expiration on it or anything like that. Let me know what you think in the comment section. And as always, thanks for watching. Keep on gaming. Bye for now. Oh, I forgot the giveaway.